go green next time. Mike Douglas and Howie Lane in the front row. Then it's Mike Ordway and Scott Martell, Jim Lowry and Dave Simard, Dick Batchelder and Larry Record. We are set to start this 50-lap feature, also super modified race number 1 for the 1990 season of Speedway. Set to go Sunday afternoon at Lee USA Speedway. Here they come, and there's the green flag. And Mike Douglas leads from the pole position. Now Mike Ordway follows suit on the inside to go to second. Here comes Simard in the 98 to third. Howie Lane is back to fourth. Scott Martell runs fifth, and Larry Record is sixth. Mike Douglas continues to lead. Ordway second. Simard is third. Scott Martell runs fourth. Larry Record is fifth, and Dick Batchelder in the 77 has moved into the sixth spot now. Meanwhile, back up front, the lead down the backstretch. Ordway looks to the inside of Douglas, takes the lead away through the third and fourth turns. Simard follows suit in the 98 to go to second. Douglas is back to third. There's Scott Martell in fourth. Larry Record in the 11 is running fifth. Martell in the 14, fourth, now being challenged by Larry Record, the defending Lee USA Speedway Super Modified champion. He has a little trouble through the turn and has to back off just a bit. Gets in behind Martell. He'll try him again on the outside. Side by side through the third and fourth turn. Record puts the hammer down, tries to get by as the caution flag comes out. A spin in the turn. That's the number 88 of Jamie Moore coming around. In the second turn, it brings out the caution flag with 6 laps complete. Set to go green for the restart this time around. Mike Ordway, the leader. Dave Simard runs second. Mike Douglas is third. Here they come, and there's the green. Ordway holds on to the lead through the first and second turn. Simard second. Douglas is third now. Larry Record moves on the outside to take over the fourth spot. Now he goes to work on Mike Douglas. Gets around Douglas into third. Douglas goes back to fourth spot in the number 23. The 36 of Ken Bell back on pit road out of this feature event. A real battle from fifth on back and up in the backstretch. Caution flag comes out for the number 12 of Scotty Heil. Stopped up on the backstretch in the blue number 12. Moore gets the 88 refired down on pit road. He'll rejoin the field as we get the signal, the white flag indicating we'll go green. 9 laps complete out of the 50-lap super modified feature. This is the first super modified race being seen on Speedway for the 1990 season. From the Lee USA Speedway, here they come. There's the green flag. They're bunched up at the start. And Ordway is able to hold on and lead. Simard second. Larry Record is third in the 11. Dick Batchelder up to the fourth spot. Mike Douglas now runs fifth. Bentley Warren trying to get down underneath Scott Martell to take over the sixth spot. There's a battle there between Warren and Martell, and Bentley gets the better half of that battle and takes over that spot. A spin off the turn. Jim Lowry in the 07 spins, doesn't come completely around, but is stalled off the fourth turn, and it brings out another caution flag. Lowry gets tangled up coming off the fourth turn and is able to keep the car from going completely around, and also able to keep the car from spinning up into the traffic, and comes to a stop just on the inside of the racetrack off the fourth turn. The Lowry Racing car number 07, and he'd been running in the top 10. He'll need a push to get that Super restarted. Lineup is set. Field has shown the white flag, indicating we could go back to green flag racing next time by. Joey Kalman is your starter, assisted by Don Horvath this afternoon at Lee USA Speedway Snap-on Tools Super Sunday. Set to go green. Here they come. Green flag is out, and we're racing again with 11 laps complete. Ordway again the leader off the second turn and down the backstretch. Simard second in the 98. Larry Record third in the 11. Dick Batchelder fourth in the 77. There's the battle for fifth between Mike Douglas and Bentley Warren. Warren just motors by him on the outside going into the first turn, and is able to take over that fifth spot in the Mazer 61 Junior. Meanwhile, back up front, there's your leader. The number 1 of Mike Ordway has led right from the beginning of the race. Simard, Dave Simard runs second. Larry Record in the 11 is third. Fourth spot, just a little further back, the 77 of Dick Batchelder. And then Bentley Warren, the favorite here today in the 61 Junior, trying to close some ground on the leaders. Leaders begin to string it out just a bit as they come off the fourth turn. Ordway well out in front. Then it's Simard, Record, Batchelder, and Warren. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they're pretty well spread out. It appears that Mike Ordway might be having a problem with his helmet, as he's been the last couple of laps holding on to the side of his helmet. Maybe a problem with the face mask on that number 1 of Mike Ordway as he makes his way down the front stretch. And the caution comes out anyway for the 05 of Bob Whitcomb. Work being done on the number 97 of Howie Lane out of Essex, Massachusetts, down on Pit Road. A push truck pulling up behind him, and he'll get that number 97 refired and rejoin the field here this afternoon. Go for another restart next time. Work their way into the third and fourth turn. Here they come. And there's the green. Ordway able to open up a nice sized lead down the backstretch in the number 1. Begins to pull away from Dave Simard, who runs second. Larry Record third. Dick Batchelder fourth. Bentley Warren is fifth. Mike Douglas is sixth. Leaders again string it out down the backstretch as Ordway's got himself about a 3 or 4 car length lead and makes his way off the fourth turn and across the start-finish line to complete 21 laps. Simard still runs second. Larry Record is third. Dick Batchelder fourth. Bentley Warren is fifth. Mike Douglas is sixth. Gary Morton is seventh. Jim Lowry is eighth. Cross flags are up. We're halfway this time by. Halfway through Super Sunday Super Modified feature event. Mike Ordway in the number 1 continues to lead. Dave Simard still runs second in the 98. Larry Record third. Dick Batchelder fourth. Bentley Warren is fifth. Gary Morton is sixth. Mike Douglas seventh. Jim Lowry eighth. Scott Martell is ninth. There's Bentley Warren, the favorite going into the show today in the Mike Mazer 61 Junior, and currently running in the 5th spot, and doesn't seem to be gaining any ground on Dick Batchelder in the number 77. Batchelder running 4th. Ordway making his way through some lap traffic now, has opened himself up about a 5-car length lead as he works off the 4th turn and about to put Jamie Moore down a lap. Leaders have to pick their way through that lap traffic now, and that enables Ordway to open up about an 8-car length lead. Dave Simard still runs second in the 98. Larry Record is third. Dick Batchelder fourth. And Bentley Warren in the 5th spot. Again, you can see as Ordway goes by, one hand on his helmet as he drives down the straightaway. Again, it could be a problem that maybe the eye protection of that helmet may be flapping just a bit, and he's forced to keep one hand on the helmet. Jamie Moore goes back on the pit road in the number 88. Caution flag is out, a spin in the 2nd turn. Tough break for Mike Douglas in the number 23, spins off the 2nd turn and brings out a caution flag. There's the number 1 of Bobby Fitzpatrick, the Newbury Trucking USA Speedway car number 1, unable to take the initial green flag. Now with 34 laps complete in this feature, is able to get out there and rejoin the rear of the field. Gosick, one of the Isma hot shoes, is on pit road with an obvious overheating problem in the number 00. Set to go green next time, 34 laps complete. 16 laps left. Super Sunday feature event. Brought to you by Snap-on Tools. Here they come. And there's the green. Ordway holds on to the lead down the backstretch. Simard second. Larry Record is third. Batchelder fourth. Now Gary Morton fifth, being challenged by Jim Lowry as Lowry moves on the inside of Morton. And he takes over the 5th spot. Morton goes to 6th. Scott Martell is 7th. Ordway again opens himself up a good-sized lead in the number 1 as he works off the 4th turn. Ordway picking himself through the lap traffic now in the number 1. Continues to lead. Simard's second. Larry Record is third. Dick Batchelder fourth. Jim Lowry is fifth. Gary Morton is sixth. Scott Martell is seventh. There's your leader, Mike Ordway. Out of Fremont, New Hampshire in the Graves Racing Car number 1. A good-sized lead down the backstretch. Dave Simard is second. Larry Record is third. Dick Batchelder in the 77 is fourth. 2 laps to go now. Only 2 left. Less than a lap now for Mike Ordway in the number 1. Ordway lapping the 05 of Bob Whitcomb on his final revolution around the Speedway. Checkered flag is up, and Mike Ordway wins it. Dave Simard finishes second. Look at this battle for third. Larry Record able to hold on in the number 11 for third. Dick Batchelder fourth. Jim Lowry in the 07 fifth. Gary Morton in the 76th. And Scott Martell in the 14 finishes in 7th spot. So Mike Ordway wins it, gets out front early and holds on. Brings the Graves Racing Car number 1 to a stop at the start-finish line, and Bob Watson will be there to interview him in just a moment. Set to go this afternoon, the big midget feature, so stay with us. We've got an exciting midget race and their feature event yet to come this afternoon, all part of Super Sunday, brought to you by Snap-on Tools here at Lee USA Speedway.
Mike Ordway with Chris Milano at Victory Lane.
Let me see that. Oh, congratulations. Thank you. Let's see if I can get away with them well, okay?
It's not working, boss.
Yes, it is. Working fine.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Pete, well, we're down here.
So back trackside again, and Bob Watson.
That's for me.
I kind of wanted to
Yes,
talk to
I have
Michael.
for
You
you.
know, he's driving a car that's based out in New York, but he lives about 12 miles from this facility down in Fremont. Mike, certainly must be a pleasure to win here at Lee, particularly because it's almost your home track.
Well, it is today. You know, this is the first time I drove this car, and it's the first time I raced this year, so I guess we're off to a good start right now.
You know, of course, you run out of Oswego on a weekly basis out there, and well, certainly I know many of the fans here at Lee Speedway like to see you run here. What's your Friday night plans this year? You guys going to come around once in a while or what?
Oh, we're not sure right now. Things kind of up in the air.
Again, certainly want to congratulate you today, and of course the entire Graves team. A great victory here, particularly in this opening here for Isma.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, the round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
For Mike Ordway.